Plenty of C5 news. Darth Vader can tell you how to get to Kmart. And Star Wars can help save you from being killed by a Prius. It's Thursday, May 6th, and you'll hear about those stories and more this week in Star Wars. This Week in Star Wars is your source for new and noteworthy developments in the galaxy far, far away. I'm your host, Matt Fox. And now, this week's lead stories. Plenty of news came out this week about this summer's upcoming Star Wars convention, Star Wars Celebration 5 in Orlando. Most notably, StarWars.com announced earlier today that it will be teaming with longtime promotional partner Disney to create a special event on Saturday night during the Star Wars Celebration 5 festivities. Entitled Last Tour to Endor, the program will take by bus Star Wars Celebration 5 attendees to Disney's Hollywood Studios for a number of Star Wars-related events, most notably a turn on the Star Wars Star Tours ride, which has been in operation at the House of Mouse since 1989 and will soon be closing down to be retooled into Star Tours 2. The evening will conclude with a lights, fireworks, and music festival at the theme park. Tickets to the event are $75 and grant the holder admission to the theme park at 4 p.m. on Saturday, August 14th. Celebration 5 has also posted an exhibitor list on their website. This link will provide up-to-the-minute information about which exhibitors, retailers, and partners are going to be attending the convention, and soon will include a floor plan, so you can strategically figure out how to get about the convention center most effectively and nab the most exclusives. Check StarWarsCelebration.com for a link to the list. Star Wars Celebration 5 is being held August 12th through 15th at the Orange County Convention Center in Orlando, Florida. Your ability to incorporate Star Wars into every aspect of your life got a little easier this week when it was announced that Star Wars character voices are now available for download for those who use the TomTom GPS system. At the time, only Darth Vader is available for download. However, the TomTom website promises that Yoda, C-3PO, and Han Solo will be available in the coming months. In collecting news this week, it was revealed on Sandtroopers.com that there will be a new, resculpted Jodo cast figure available later this year at, of all places, Kmart. While Jodo Cast was initially available in 2008 as part of the Legacy Collection line, this version of the Boba Fett look-alike bounty hunter boasts a removable helmet and is super articulated. No word yet on expected availability. Oddly enough, Borders Bookstore, which used to be owned by Kmart, and is equally as unlikely a place to find a Star Wars exclusive, announced a Star Wars exclusive this week. Namely, an exclusive set of Gentle Giant bookends. Priced at $60 and with coupons readily available to reduce that price by as much as 40%, the bookends are designed in the style of the classic Star Wars logo, which divides down the middle. The bookends are available online at Borders.com and were made available at Borders locations across the country on the unofficial Star Wars Day, May the 4th. Pick one up for Mom. The next figure in the Sideshow Collectibles 12-inch Star Wars line goes on sale tomorrow, Friday, May 7th, and it's Captain Rex from the Clone Wars. Registration on Sideshow's website is required to order this figure initially, so visit Sideshow.com to verify your status. The pre-order begins at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So did you go to Toys R Us on May the 1st in order to get the final wave of Legacy Collection figures, the vaunted exclusive Expanded Universe wave? Did your Toys R Us clerks look at you, jaws agape, trying to figure out what it was you were asking for? Did you leave empty-handed, whining like a Skywalker?
It just isn't fair.
Are you even more upset because some guy in the forums that you frequent not only found them during the buy one, get one half off week, but also found them for $5 with some other crazy discount which came out to like $6 for 2 figures? And no, I'm not bitter. Well, you can rest a little easier because Hasbro reports that there will be more cases of this product shipping to Toys R Us in the coming weeks. And at least part of the price markdown at Toys R Us, a reduction in the price of figures to $4.99, will run through the beginning of July. So, if you are able to find those figures, at least they won't cost you the, until recently, exorbitant Toys R Us markup price. Our final news item this week addresses the question, how does a blind person know not to step out in front of a virtually silent, battery-operated electric car? The answer apparently is they don't. To address this unintended consequence of environmentalism gone amok, our friends in the European Commission plans to introduce regulations that will require silent electric cars to emit loud noises. According to Matthew Reed of Lotus Engineering, designers of these systems are looking to Star Wars vehicles for their audio inspiration. Details are available on skynews.com. I toyed with putting this story in the news section this week, but frankly there's too much I want to comment about it, and I didn't really know where to fit it since it deals with Celebration 5, but isn't all about Celebration 5. It was announced this week that Hyperspace, the subscription side of StarWars.com, and the de facto inheritor of the Star Wars fan club duties, is going to end next year in 2011. Now, I don't think that's too great a tragedy because there wasn't ever that much on the website, and the gift packs were never that great, and it never really got too much at celebrations. That is, until Celebration 5. Along with the news of the demise of the Hyperspace program came information about what Hyperspace members will get at Celebration 5, namely, dedicated lines to enter the convention and in the convention gift shop. Now, Hyperspace members have had dedicated entry lines before, and sometimes they were even longer than the general admission lines. And if the shop is run as well as it was at Celebration 4, it doesn't matter if there's a special line there. But the kicker is that if you weren't a Hyperspace member on May 4th, you don't get these bennies. It would have been nice to know that before. And that was This Week in Star Wars. Join us again next week for more news, notes, and developments from the galaxy far, far away. Visit www.thisweekinstarwars.com, or, for our lazier listeners, www.twisw.com, where you can find more information about the show, links to some of the stories we discussed today, and past episodes. This Week in Star Wars is available for subscription on iTunes, and we welcome your comments on the This Week in Star Wars Facebook page, or sent directly to us by email at host@thisweekinstarwars.com. This Week in Star Wars. We troll the web so you don't have to.
This Week in Star Wars is not affiliated with Lucasfilm, its subsidiaries, or any other entity mentioned in this podcast. Star Wars, its characters, and creations are the property of Lucasfilm. All other trademarks are property of their respective trademark owners. This Week in Star Wars is intended for informational and entertainment purposes only. This podcast is copyright 2010 This Week in Star Wars. Invaluable technical assistance provided by WebStorm Interactive. News, comments, and questions can be directed to host@thisweekinstarwars.com. More information, links to stories presented, past episodes, and additional contact information are available at www.thisweekinstarwars.com.